February 17, 2025. Daily Bread. Passage: Daniel chapter 6 verse 1 to 15. Key verse: Verse 10. Title: Daniel's Life of Prayer. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 satraps, to be throughout the whole kingdom, and over them 3 high officials, of whom Daniel was one, to whom these satraps should give account, so that the king might suffer no loss. Then this Daniel became distinguished above all the other high officials and satraps, because an excellent spirit was in him. And the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom. Then the high officials and the satraps sought to find a ground for complaint against Daniel with regard to the kingdom, but they could find no ground for complaint, or any fault, because he was faithful, and no error or fault was found in him. Then these men said, "We shall not find any ground for complaint against this Daniel unless we find it in connection with the law of his God." Then these high officials and satraps came by agreement to the king and said to him, "O King Darius, live forever!" All the high officials of the kingdom, the prefects and the satraps, the counselors and the governors are agreed that the king should establish an ordinance and enforce an injunction, that whoever makes petition to any god or man for 30 days, except to you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions. Now, O king, establish the injunction and sign the document, so that it cannot be changed, according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, which cannot be revoked. Therefore King Darius signed the document and injunction. When Daniel knew that the document had been signed, he went to his house where he had windows in his upper chamber open toward Jerusalem. He got down on his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God, as he had done previously. Then these men came by agreement, and found Daniel making petition and plea before his God. Then they came near and said before the king, concerning the injunction, "O king, did you not sign an injunction that anyone who makes petition to any god or man within 30 days except to you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions?" The king answered and said, "The thing stands fast, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which cannot be revoked." Then they answered and said before the king, "Daniel, who is one of the exiles from Judah, pays no attention to you, O king, or the injunction you have signed, but makes his petition 3 times a day." Then the king, when he heard these words, was much distressed and set his mind to deliver Daniel. And he labored till the sun went down to rescue him. Then these men came by agreement to the king and said to the king, "Know, O king, that it is a law of the Medes and Persians that no injunction or ordinance that the king establishes can be changed." Daily Bread Message. The new King Darius appointed Daniel as one of his top administrators. And because Daniel was trustworthy, the king wanted to put Daniel over all his empire. Out of jealousy, other magistrates plotted against Daniel and tried to trap him by persecuting him for his faith. They tricked the king into decreeing that everyone must pray only to him for the next 30 days. Anyone who violated the king's order would be thrown into the lion's den. When Daniel learned of the law, he went home to his upstairs room and with his windows open, he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to God just as he had done before. Daniel did not hide his faith, but he came to the Lord praying and thanking him. He did not live a double life based on the situation to save himself. Daniel's enemies caught him praying to God for help and reported him to the king. Though the king wanted to protect Daniel, they put pressure on Darius to keep the law. Likewise, we face high-pressure situations where our faith in Jesus gets us in jeopardy. The persecution is real, and there is no one who can save us. We must faithfully pray to God and ask for His help. We must not be afraid, but trust in God's love. Prayer. Father, please strengthen me to pray to you in the face of persecution and seek your help. One word. Faithfully pray and seek God's help.